Hi everyone, my name is Mark Renison. I'm the District Chief for Middlesex Center Fire Services at the Delaware Station, and we're going to do a fire truck tour today with our truck here in Delaware, the engine, or the pumper as it's known. And we're going to look at different compartments and inside the cab, and just give you a kind of a virtual tour of our engine. Okay, we're inside the cab here of the Delaware engine, and I want to show you some neat things that we have in here. One is these backpacks, or that they look like backpacks, but they're actually SCBAs. So these are the bottles that we go into fires with, and we wear them on our back, just sort of like you guys would wear your backpacks. And the cool thing is when you sit on the seat, you can put it on when we're going to the call, because everything we do has got to be fast, safe, and efficient. So these are where we put our packs on, and then we can be, when we are at the scene, we can jump out and fight the fire from there. So inside our cab here, we have a lot of neat instruments and controls. It's sort of like a normal truck, but it's got a panel here that we can control the lights, control secondary lights like big spotlights, and we also have a tablet, just like you might have at home, that helps us guide us to certain addresses and other information that we can easily get from the tablet to help us out at a call. Okay, on our engine we have front trash line, or big hose that we have 200 feet of hose here, 1.75 inches. This is what we use as our initial hose to go into a fire or help put out a fire. So this is a hose that we can easily reach, stretch it out, and be able to spray water onto the fire. And this is where we control the pump. So the pump pumps water from a hydrant or from a pool out onto the fire. So this is the brains of the operation. These are the different controls that run the different lines on the truck and the pump, and all these dials and lights help guide the pump operator to make sure that our firefighters have enough water to fight the fire. All right, in this cabinet, we've got all of our tools, different tools to help us get into buildings, break windows, and help you get out of the building. So here we've got bolt cutters to access maybe gates, break locks, axes for various entry into buildings, different pry bars, and actually we have this one called a Halligan tool, which is a multi-tool that we can use for different uses, like opening up doors and windows. Kind of a neat tool. And here we have different wrenches that we use to operate and disconnect hoses, and at the hydrants too. So this would be for big hoses that are big volume hoses, and smaller ones for some of our smaller hoses that we use. So in this cabinet, we have a lot of our cutting tools. So we have chainsaws, concrete saws that we use to cut into roofs, and a variety of other tools that we use on the fireground. A lot of these tools your parents might have at home, but we need these tools to help access doors, windows, and as I mentioned before, maybe to open up the roof to help ventilate the fire. So here's some of the hoses that we use. This is a 4-inch or 100 millimeter supply line that we would attach to a hydrant. So it flows a lot of water for us to help us. So this whole back of the truck contains hoses that help us get from the hydrant right to the fire. In this back compartment, we have a variety of tools here and supplies. We have extra bottles that I showed you earlier that we use with our SCBA bottles. We have fire extinguishers. We use them as well, just like you would see at your school and you should have in your kitchen and at your home as well. And in the bottom compartment, we have a big fan. What we use that for is to help ventilate or blow smoke and other debris out of the houses so that we can enter the dwelling safely. We don't just go to fires, we also go to motor vehicle accidents and collisions. And for that, we need some extra special tools here. In here, we have a variety of different tools, but I wanted to show you one that's kind of cool. This is our cutter. So it's like a big pair of scissors, and we can turn it on and operate it. And what we can do with that is be able to cut into a car or vehicle to help get patients out that are trapped from collisions. So that's one good tool that we use to help do that. So there's more that we do than just fires. We do a lot of calls to help with the public, medical calls, and for extrications. We use tools like that. So, as you guys would know, on fire trucks, we usually have ladders on them, but we have this kind of neat way that we get our ladders off the top of the truck. Instead of climbing up on top of the truck, we have this mechanism that lowers it down, and we can grab the ladder easily and safely and put it to use. All right, protective gear is very important for us and our firefighters. As you can see, there's a little bit different gear that everybody has, but the whole idea of it is to protect us from fire and to protect us from the elements. So I'm going to go through some of the parts of our gear. So first off, we have our boots and our pants. And you might want to ask, why is our pants rolled into our boots? Well, it's to help us get everything on quickly and efficiently and safely. So we have our boots and our pants. We also have our mask. Everybody has their own mask that they wear to go into environments that I showed you with the SCBA or the self-contained breathing apparatus, and our jackets. Our jackets have a couple layers to them. Again, they're meant for high heat situations. We also have a vest that we use for the roadways because we do, as I mentioned before, about the MVCs, motor vehicle collisions, that we want to be visible to the public and to other emergency services. Lastly, you'll see different color helmets. Mine just happens to be white because I'm the district chief, but you'll see yellow and red helmets. And again, they protect us from anything that falls. We have a shield that protects our eyes and a flashlight as well. Lastly, lately, what you're going to see some of our firefighters wearing during these times of COVID is a mask that we wear. So you'll see us coming to your house possibly wearing the mask to protect you and to protect your family and to protect us. That's our tour of the Delaware Fire Station. I hope you enjoyed showing a bit about the Delaware engine and about our gear. And one last message is I want to make sure that when you hear this sound, make sure you get out of your house or wherever you are, go to a safe spot. Thanks again. Stay safe.